you can take the train up, have a picnic, see the show, and make it back to a train.
Yeah.
And get back that same night if you want.
You can see the building cresting over the hill.
For a long time, it looked like we would be doing a stage that was dirt. And then just something about the earthiness of that, standing directly on the earth and performing was really powerful. But it was also really, really hard to deal with. At the same time, it had certain advantages. You could bury a knife or something, and then an actor could dig it up. But this was really pleasant because they would set up a concession area on this little patio. So you'd come down this path, get your ticket under that little tent, and then, you could buy drinks and sandwiches and stuff. There's a lot more sort of artistic possibility here than there ever was with the tent.
And so are these boxes then for temporary lighting that would be put up here?
They're for circuits that would serve temporary lighting, but also for things like cue lights, just to tell them to go.
Yeah, fair enough.
Right. When the army crests the hill, I'm sure somebody's going to want to do backlight or whatever.
Burnham wood.
Yeah, exactly.
And these trees will grow.
This turf, went down probably 2 weeks ago.
It's nice and squishy. The shape of the roof.
Yeah.
What inspired that? Was that the architect or?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's worth talking about too. So early on, Davis Callan, who's the artistic director here, came to our office. It was the last meeting that we had in person before COVID. Had it literally that week or something. So he was in our office. Kathy and I were sitting with him in the small conference room. We were talking about the project. And what they were imagining was a tent, because the tradition of the place was a tent with a dirt floor, So that was sort of the conversation. I said, are you sure? Because you don't have to take it, you're not going to take it down every year anymore. You don't have to be bound by that. And so I was showing them pictures of some other things that were permanent buildings that were still whatever. But something about the sort of ad hoc nature of the tent and the spirit of it made sense. As the project started to go, and as the community started to respond, they didn't love the idea of a big white tent with masts holding it up over here. So that was one reason, and the other reason was we didn't need to do that. We could make a building, and the idea that Studio Dan came up with or proposed was a timber structure, made out of natural materials. Originally there was this idea that there might be some scaffoldy structures that could move left and right and be repositioned and that kind of thing. And at that point, the floor was still imagined to be dirt. So the idea of these things that are rolling around on dirt was like, I don't know that we're going to be able to make that work. But as the reality set in and Nora, the production manager, sort of started the litany of problems with the dirt and how difficult it is to maintain and set up ladders on it and all the rest. Nora.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Okay, how's it going?
Good. We're, in the thick of it.
Yeah. So used to be in the old tent, it was hard to get up the seating, and the seating, there wasn't this runaround at the top. So, this is a very straightforward way to get the audience up from the picnic lawn. People will still walk right out onto the stage and up the aisles, or through the VOMs and in. They'll come in from every direction, really.
And can you get wheelchairs up here? Or?
You can. There's a lift over that way.
Okay.
The company that built it I mean, that fabricated all the timber components was from Montreal, and they were really great. I was here, there was like a roof topping out kind of thing, and they were dropping in one of the perimeter beams, and just the precision of the work was really remarkable, and it dropped in. They banged on it with a huge mallet a little bit, and it settled, and because they had lifted it by crane and put in the edge timber, and it fit perfectly, and it was great.